This is set to become Montenegro's first ever highway, and perhaps Europe's most controversial. The 170-kilometer motorway will link the country's Adriatic port of Bar with its landlocked neighbor Serbia via 40 bridges and 90 tunnels slicing through the Montenegrin mountains. In 2014, feasibility studies in Europe and the US flagged the risk of such an oversized project, and the IMF refused to get involved. But China stepped in and offered a $1 billion loan for the first stretch. There are fears Beijing is using the project to gain long-term concessions at the port of Bar. The facility fits well into China's Belt and Road initiative to access the world's markets. But with the pandemic having squashed Montenegro's tourist-reliant economy, perhaps an even greater concern lies in exactly how it will repay the debt.
It's one of the most expensive highways in the world per kilometer basis. And the terrain is very unfriendly to the construction companies. I wouldn't speculate on why the price is so high, but I would just say that it's definitely a burden, but we need to find ways how to remain sustainable and finalize the highway.
Despite being a NATO member and an EU candidate, Montenegro is in an unusual position where its biggest investments comes from China, highest number of tourists from Russia, while its exports mostly go outside the EU bloc. And the highway has now also split public opinion.
Whether we should have entered into an investment worth 1 billion euros, I don't know. And to doubly state that, I think it was unnecessary.
For me, this is historic for Montenegro. We should take advantage of this and learn, and look forward to start using the highway as soon as possible.
Economic analyst Zarya Perovic says the highway is also in the best interest of the EU, and its decision to sit on the sideline simply highlights a long-standing problem.
China did not come here by force. The previous government had said it was the cheapest option available. It's been mentioned how connecting the Balkan capitals would cost around 30 billion euros. It's an expense, but it would benefit Europe by stabilizing this region, both politically and economically. Yet, Europe has once again neglected this region.
It's still an uphill drive, with less than a quarter of the highway completed so far. Montenegro still hopes the European Union will offer some support. But the question remains as to whether it's prepared to follow European environmental standards and full transparency for every dollar spent. Abdul Wahab Ayubi, TRT World.